Highbridge Caravans in Somerset. We've been putting up a couple of our porch awnings on their outdoor display. We've gone with the Magnum in the 340 size, which is our carbon fibre poled 3/4 style awning. It's available in the 340 size, which is here, and we also do it in the 400 size as well. Basically exactly the same unit, just a bigger floor area. Same depth, 2.5 metres, but 4 metres across the front. Front panel will come completely out, as well as both sides. So if you wanted to, you can just leave it up as a sun canopy. Also, that helps with putting the awning up because you're taking out half of the weight out of the awning. So you just got to thread through the weight of the roof, build the frame inside, and zip the panels in afterwards. On display here as well, we have zipped on the bedroom annex, which will go either end, available with a steel frame or a carbon frame. Most people will go with carbon frames, obviously matches the frame on the awning. This basically just gives you extra living space inside the awning, or it will act as a sleeping area if you put the optional extra inner tent inside. But it is just a case of zipping the panel out, zipping this on, and then if you wanted to, you can zip the panel back in as well. We have here zip up panels, so you can allow light into the awning, but also because some people may leave it as sleeping, it does enable you to completely, just basically makes it very, very dark in there. So perfect for sleeping. So with the annex as well, on the back panel here, you have a doorway. So it gives you access into the annex without having to go through the actual awning itself. So if you wanted to keep your bikes, tables, chairs, whatever in the back there, you have access in and out of the annex. If we have a quick step inside the awning, we'll just run through a couple of things inside here. So it's a carbon fibre frame, so very, very lightweight and very, very strong. It is a total of 8 poles, so it's not a huge amount of poles you've got to play around with. 3 roof poles, 3 legs, 2 across the front, so very, very easy. Each side panel has a mosquito net, and that is at both ends, so you can roll up the window panel outside to allow fresh air in and out of the awning. The material itself is a breathable material, so it helps with condensation. It is also a very, very colour fast material because we actually dye the thread before we weave the material, so the colour is all the way through the material. So the next model that we have here is the Cirrus, which is an air awning, but basically I would call it always an air version of the Magnum. It's the same material, so acrylic material, 2 panels, obviously 1 panel either end with the roll-up mosquito net, again to let air through, but you have the breathable material. A door on each of the side panels to allow access to the awning, and the front panel itself on both fronts will come completely out of the awning. It has isolation valves, so when you've blown up the awning, if you ever get that problem of an air tube, you get up in the morning and your awning's flat on the floor, you pump the awning up again, lock off all the valves to the off position, and then any tube that's got the issue, that's the only tube that will go down. So it's easy to find out which tube is wrong and which tube needs to be replaced. More often than not, it's just a valve that needs just cleaning out. The awning itself also comes as standard with the veranda tube. So you have the fittings here on the 3 legs, enabled for this to clip in. Just gives you that option to be able to fold the panel down, again letting air into the awning. We do what we call the side extension, which they are left or right-handed, so it's not by one to fit both. But all you do with this one, again, you can zip your side panel back in as you could with the Magnum, but you've got a zip running along the top and down both ends, and then clips for the air tubes to clip into. And this just gives you, again, extra living area or sleeping area. So once you've got the 300 size on the Cirrus there, which is on display, zip this on the side, it just gives you that extra living space, eating space, sleeping space. The Cirrus again is available in the 400 size, the one on display is the 300. And the 3 legs at the front, each leg has a valve, but it is single inflation. So you just pick 1 valve, more often than not the centre leg, and that then will blow the whole awning up. And then to deflate, you just let down all 3 valves, and then the awning will just come down, also making it a lot easier to roll up. There is something else I want to say, but to save walking outside, the pump we have is a little bit different to the majority on the market. It has what we call, or what I call, it just puts in double volume into the awning. So it makes the awning go up a lot quicker. But it will get to a point where that is very, very hard to push down. So when it gets to that point, you just switch it across, and then you've got the single volume going in. It's just a lot easier to top the awning up. Our tubes are tested to 16.5 psi, but we recommend that you only need to pump them up to about 9.5. So if you're in the area, pop down to Highbridge, have a good look, and their staff will be more than happy to help you. Thanks very much.